even thinking about you kissing me, I might have noticed that stuff about to fall on me. Simone's right. It's all my fault that you're lying here in the hospital.
Whitney, did you just say that you and Chad kissed? Are you and Chad getting involved?
Teresa, what are you doing here?
I thought you went to see Sheridan.
Oh, I did, but I decided to see this movie. My father's invested some money in it. See if he wasted any of it. Oh, here you go.
Thanks. Oh, I'm so glad I ran into you. Well, I got my laptop back. The hotel in Bermuda found it and sent it back to your father.
I got the little lady ready. Now it's time for you to finish the job. Now go on. She's yours for the taking. Father Luis and I had a deal. He swore that he'd stay away from Sheridan.
Well, apparently Luis forgot about your deal, because while you were in Bermuda cavorting with one of your trollops, Luis was once again saving Sheridan's life.
I just can't believe he had the nerve to disobey me. He knows I can have the kidnap charges against him reinstated.
Julian, I shouldn't have to remind you that if Luis and Sheridan get too chummy, they could compare notes and work out their misunderstanding. And that could lead to Luis finding out the truth about what happened to his father. And if that happens, our entire family is in extreme jeopardy. Hold on, I have another call. Alistair Crane? You're quite sure of that? All right, I'll handle it.
Damn it. What is it, Father?
I'm afraid we have a major problem on our hands.
If you think I'm gonna let this man be my bodyguard, you are very mistaken.
Seriously mistaken. Now, I've done all that I can to save this stubborn woman's hide. So you feds are just gonna have to take over.
My orders from Washington are very clear. Officer Lopez Fitzgerald is now your bodyguard. You will guard this woman 24/7 until the men from the drug cartel are apprehended.
I don't believe this.
Believe it. From this moment on, you two are joined at the hip.
Can't believe how romantic my husband is. Arranging for just the two of us to go sailing this weekend.
Yes, it's very romantic, Grace.
I can't wait until it's time to go see Sam. Oh, that's funny.
What's funny?
I just didn't think it was this dark this time of day.
Really, I thought it always got dark about this time.
No, not in June. But then, of course, you work such long hours at the hospital, you probably don't even know that it's almost summer already.
Is it?
Yes. And it's a good thing I got a present to remind you.
Oh, no, Grace, you shouldn't have.
Of course I should. You're my best friend. I mean, you're like a sister to me. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. And I know there isn't anything that you wouldn't do for me.
God, I hate this.
And I hate having to repeat myself. So, for the umpteenth time, are you going to help me keep Grace off of that boat? Or, oh my, am I going to have to go public with your not-so-Puritan past?
I'll be right back.
I could just kill Ivy for forcing me to betray my best friend.
Hey, Jack.
Get a hand, Chief?
Yeah, give me a hand. Thanks.
Going out tonight, are you?
Yeah, thought I'd head for Pelican Cove and drop anchor for the night.
Well, you better get yourself over there pretty soon. There's a storm heading this way, coming up from Bermuda.
Yeah, I spoke to the Coast Guard about it. You know what? In fact, I think I'll just motor out of the harbor instead of sailing. Should be able to make it over the cove in plenty of time.
I would
bittersweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
This is big news, Whit. I mean, if you let Chad kiss you, it should be in the yearbook. It's love for tennis ace Whitney Russell and Chad Harris.
Okay, look, Miguel, don't be silly, all right? I didn't mean that. It was... Chad and I are not involved, okay?
Okay, if you say so.
I mean it.
All right.
Seriously.
I believe you. But, what were you saying about feeling so guilty?
Well, Simone accused me of causing the accident that put Chad in the hospital.
How could you have caused it?
Well, if I hadn't have been distracted, I would have noticed that stuff about to fall on me and just gotten out of the way.
But instead, Chad saw it and pushed you out of the way.
And he wouldn't have had to save me if I had just been paying attention. Simone was right.
I'm sure she didn't mean to hurt you, you know? She was just worried about Chad. She really seems to care about him.
She's crazy about him, Miguel. She was here for hours waiting for him to come to. She'd still be here if she didn't have to study for finals.
Yeah, I've been studying for finals, too. How about you?
I'm probably gonna fail, Miguel, you know? I can't concentrate when Chad's fighting for his life like
Don't
this.
talk like that. All right, you're gonna pass your finals, and you're gonna graduate. And I'm sure Chad's gonna be well enough to be at the prom. And all this will just seem like a bad dream.
Thanks for trying to cheer me up, Miguel.
It's gonna be okay, Whitney. When Chad gets better, you can think about that kiss, what it might mean.
I told you, it didn't mean anything at all.
Okay, if you say so. You want a latte from the book cafe? I'm buying.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
What's the trouble now, Father?
I just got word from one of our contacts in Washington that the FBI has deputized Luis to be Sheridan's bodyguard.
What? That means Luis and Sheridan be together day and night. No, we can't allow that.
They're bound to talk and compare notes. Sheridan will finally tell Luis that she overheard him talking to someone, telling him he was using her.
Luis will, of course, deny it, since it never happened. So he'll know someone was impersonating him.
Then questions will be asked as to why we went to great lengths to keep Luis and Sheridan apart. The whole damn thing will blow up in your face, Julian.
I am well aware of that, Father.
Put down that drink and come up with a solution other than 80 proof. The future of our family is in your incompetent hands, Julian. Once Luis begins to unravel the past and finds out the truth about his father, he'll bring down the Crane Empire with a mighty thud. So find a way to keep Luis and Sheridan apart.
Any suggestions as to how to go about it, Father?
Find a way. Luis must not be Sheridan's bodyguard. Is that understood?
Yes, Father.
It won't work.
There's no way. This is impossible.
Well, just call your superiors and tell them to find someone else.
Look, it's obvious you two have issues here, but why don't you just save your vocal cords? It's a done deal.
But why? What the hell was the Bureau thinking? I'm not in the protection racket.
Well, you are now. Look, you were picked for this job because, number one, you know the area. Number two, you know the drug dealers on site. And three, you outmaneuvered them several times in Paris while you were protecting Miss Crane.
I didn't need his help. I was doing fine without him.
She's obviously got a screw loose because she would have been dead at least 3 times.
Oh, that is so...
all right, enough already. Look, Miss Crane, we are very well aware of how resourceful you were in defending yourself. But the agency is very clear on this. Louise showed great courage when he parachuted into the woods at night to rescue you.
I told you, I already shot the guy. Luis just showed up for the cleanup.
Anton would have been on you like that.
Put a sock in it and sit down.
I didn't know that your father invested in movies.
Yes, he has his fingers in all sorts of pies.
I hope it's a decent one.
Me too. I hate to go to movies alone. Don't you?
Actually, I don't mind.
Really? I just think, you know, it's much more fun when you have someone to share it with.
Well, when we were at the mansion, looking at the pictures from Bermuda, it's like I felt like I was drawn to her. And it made me feel like so alive. Like I was under some kind of magic spell. But and it's not her fault, it's mine. I mean, she has nothing to do with this.
Well, if that's the way you feel about her, then I would definitely keep your distance.
Well, I guess it depends on the film. You know, sometimes it's better to watch a movie alone. It's easier to concentrate on it.
Yeah. You're probably right. You know, I'm not doing anything later if you want to get together and discuss the movie.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want to impose on you, Teresa. Bermuda was enough.
He said Bermuda wasn't an imposition. I had a wonderful time. Everything was perfect. The room, the ocean, the flowers.
Okay, Grace. We're out of the harbor. We're heading out to sea. I decided not to put up the sails. The motor on automatic for a while, so we'll have enough time for dinner. And our little romantic holiday is going to start right now. Grace, honey, are you all right? Since you're still in there, I'm going to join you.
This is for you, Eve. Grace, no. No, you know, it's really no big deal. It's just something I thought you should have. And in fact, it's not even finished yet. Because, I wanted it to be perfect. And I wanted you to pick out what flowers I was going to put on it. I was thinking of the white rose, actually, because it's a symbol of loyalty. What do you think? I mean, you know, if anything described our friendship, it would be loyalty. You've been with me through thick and thin.
You've been there for me too, Grace.
Well, you are the best, most loyal friend a woman could have.
I don't deserve it.
Yes, you do. You should have a whole garden of white roses. That's what you deserve for the joy you've given me. I would trust you with my life.
Out on the ocean, no one around for miles. Just the two of us. Nuts. Honey, I think one of the ties came loose. I'm gonna go check it out. I'll be right back.
You'll see, Sam. I am going to make you forget all about Grace. By the time this little holiday is over, there'll be only one woman etched in your heart.
Hello?
It's me. Where are you?
Oh, I'm at the hospital.
With Chad? How's he doing?
Well, he's still unconscious, but I'm praying that he'll open his eyes and come to and he'll be okay.
I'm sure he will.
I hope so. I feel terrible for all the mean things I said to him. I wish that I could just take them all back. I really feel horrible, and I owe him my life. I hope that he'll give me a second chance to be friends with him, but I'm just afraid that when he wakes up, he's going to hate me, Teresa.
Hate you?
It's my fault he's laying here in the hospital with his body all bruised and broken.
Whit, it is not your fault. And I'm sure that once he wakes up, you'll both realize that you're crazy about each other.
Look, don't start that again, okay?
Whit. It's true. You know what? You should take him in your arms right now and tell him how much you love him.
Don't talk crazy, please.
Tell him how much you love him, Whit. Kiss him and breathe some life back into him.
Look, your mind is seriously warped from reading all those romance novels. Look, where are you anyway?
I'm at the movies with Ethan.
With Ethan?
No, I mean, I ran into Ethan at the movies.
So you guys aren't sitting together, I hope, right?
No. I asked him to join me, but for some reason he doesn't want to sit with me. In fact, he acts like he doesn't even want to be around me.
Maybe it's because he's in love with Gwen, the girl he's going to marry.
He can't, Whitney. If he does, I will die.
You're not going to die.
Yes, I will. At least I'll want to. Don't let it happen to you, Whit.
Don't let what happen to me?
And don't let love pass you by. Take it while you can.
And you work on this, and not a word out of either one of you until I'm finished. I'm going to lay down some ground rules. First, Luis, you will move into Miss Crane's cottage ASAP.
Absolutely not. She'll have me arrested for breaking and entering.
He is not spending 10 minutes in my cottage. I'm not giving up my privacy.
And I'm not FBI. So why should I sacrifice my personal life for someone who doesn't appreciate anything?
Oh, what am I just supposed to get down on my knees and thank you for saving my life?
I'm not going to hold my breath
All right,
on that
maybe this was not such a hot idea, but the Bureau has made up its mind, and there is only one way, Luis, for you to get out of this assignment.
Name it!
There is only one way for Luis to get out of this assignment. Did he ever assault you? Ever harass you sexually? Or come on to you?
No assault. But he did kidnap me.
It was the only way I can get you out of Paris.
We are aware of the incident. It showed great initiative. In fact, that is why you were deputized on this case.
Oh, I do not believe this.
Hello. I'm Julian Crane. I'm Sheridan's brother. I heard what's going on, and I will not allow this man to be on her bodyguard.
Once in my life, I agree with my brother.
I have very influential friends in Washington who can make your life miserable for you, so I suggest you call your superiors and tell them to find someone else.
Miss Crane?
Don't worry, Sheridan. I'll take care of this.
We had an agreement. You stay away from Sheridan or risk going back to jail for kidnapping.
Ethan Crane?
Ethan, it's me. You will never believe what happened.
Try me.
The FBI deputized Luis, and he's now my new bodyguard.
Well, you're right. I don't believe you.
It's outrageous. I told the agent that I'm not going to let Luis be my bodyguard.
Well, don't worry about it. I'm sure Father can pull some strings in Washington and find someone else for the job.
Yes, Julian's here right now. So, how's the movie?
Oh, well, it hasn't started yet. Just getting some snacks from Teresa and me.
What? You're on a date with Teresa? What are you doing with Teresa? You're supposed to be staying away from her.
I am not with her. We just ran into each other.
Ethan, I really think you're playing with fire by staying there. You should leave now.
Well, after all she's done for me, I'm not going to run out. Look, don't worry about me, all right? Just let me know what happens with you. Here, I got you some snacks, too.
Oh, thanks. Gosh, that's so sweet of you.
Sure.
You got so much. We should share it.
No, that's okay. I'm fine with my soda.
What are you two talking about? If it concerns me, then I have a right to know.
As a matter of fact, it does concern you.
Chad, please wake up. There's so much that I want to say to you. So much I want to make up to you. I wonder if Teresa was right. Maybe I can breathe life back into you.
Come on, honey, let's go up top and have our champagne on the deck before the fog rolls in. Stars are shining just for us. There she is. I want to remember this moment forever. When I turn around and see the woman I love holding her arms out to me.
Yes, I am the woman you love.
Have you... What in the hell are you doing here? Where's Grace?
Oh, Grace won't be joining us.
How did you get on this boat? Where is she? What did you do to her?
I didn't do anything to Grace, and why she isn't here isn't important. What matters is that you and I are alone together, Sam. It's just you and me.
I'm calling Grace.
Don't, Sam. All I want is one night. Just one night of love.
I'm calling Grace. Damn, it's busy.
I know you still want me, Sam. I know you haven't forgotten the love we had and all those nights we shared. All I'm asking for is one night of passion. Just make love to me once, Sam. And we can erase all those years that we were apart. Is that too much to ask?
Are you insane? I have told you over and over again that I'm in love with my wife. What you and I had was over years ago. You know what I should do? I should throw you overboard for pulling a stunt like this.
Go ahead and do it. My life has no meaning without you in it anyway. Do you know the kind of hell I have had living with Julian, pretending to be the ice queen? Well, come on. Huh? Does that feel like ice to you, Sam?
Turn this boat around. I'm heading back home. Grace will probably be still waiting on the dock for me.
You don't want her to see us together, do you?
No. It would kill me to see how hurt she's going to be. But I'm going to tell her everything tonight. Oh, the hell I can't. I should have told her about us a long time ago. But since she's going to be hurt anyway, it's time she knew the whole truth.
I'm not giving up on you, Sam. And I'm not letting you take me back to shore.
I have the strangest feeling that something's not right. I'm going to see if there's a problem with the weather.
The stock market took another dive today, with the Dow down by 75 points and NASDAQ down by 58. WPED News Time, 8:30.
Did you hear that? He just said it's 8:30. My clock says it's 7:30. Eve, what time have you got?
Oh, I've got the same time as your clock. I set my watch by it.
I don't know how my clock got so off. I mean, Sam must be so upset. He wanted to leave the docks before it got too dark. Why didn't he call me? The phone has been left on. How did that happen? I'll call him on his cell. He must be frantic by now. Something's wrong with this cell. You know, I'm not going to wait around here. I'm going to go down to the docks.
Louise, Sheridan needn't know what we were discussing. It's...
Sheridan does need to know. What?
I was just telling Julian to use some of his clout in Washington to get me off this assignment. That agent tried already, and nothing worked.
Yes, that's what Louise suggested, and I intend to follow up on that right now.
Well, I hope you know that being your bodyguard wasn't my idea.
Oh, you've made it abundantly clear.
Well, I'm glad the FBI is involved. So whether you want to admit it or not, your life is in danger, Sheridan.
I know that. I'm not completely stupid.
Miguel. What's Chad?
Still unconscious. I just came to get Whitney some coffee. What's going on here?
You won't believe it.
I have a feeling I'm gonna like this movie. What's it about?
Well, in the press release they sent my father, it's about a passionate but tortured love affair between a rich boy and a poor girl who struggle against intense pressure from both their families.
But I'm sure true love will win in the end.
I don't know. They don't put the end in the press releases.
Clem, darling. I waited so long, I didn't think you were coming.
I couldn't get away any sooner. My father was watching the house. He thought I'd try to come to you.
I had the same problem with my mother. Why are they so determined to keep us apart?
You know why, Angela. Your family is poor. My family is rich and powerful.
But what difference does it make when we love each other so much?
It makes all the difference to them. And your family hates my family just as much.
Clem, I know I can make my family accept our love.
I wish I could say the same. My family will never accept us. And I can never defy them. Never.
Teresa, are you all right?
Thank you.
So you're fighting being Sheridan's bodyguard?
Hey, you're damn right I am.
Can I ask you something? Do you have feelings for Sheridan?
I thought maybe we had something together. Things went sour. And bro, we argue all the time. And the best thing to do is just stay far away from her.
But if you do this job for the FBI, you could earn your detective badge.
Yeah, but it's not worth it.
Why don't you just take the job and keep everything on a purely professional level?
Oh boy, you don't know Sheridan Crane. Everything is personal with her. We'd be at each other's throats constantly.
Well, good luck with whatever you decide. I've got to get back to the hospital.
Okay, well, thanks.
Yep.
Clem, let's run away together. We'll create our own world.
I can't turn my back on my family, Angela. This has to be goodbye for us.
No.
I'm sorry. I love you. I'll never forget you.
Are you sure Sam's boat isn't in the slip?
I don't see it anywhere on the docks. There's Jack. He sees everything that goes on down here. Hey, Jack, have you seen Chief Bennett this morning?
Sure did, Mrs. Bennett. I helped him cast off a while ago.
He left?
Sure did. Seemed to be in a hurry, too. Good night.
Why would Sam leave without me?
I kept up my end of the bargain. I told you where Sam was. What more do you want?
I want you to keep Grace from getting on the boat with Sam.
I know, it must be some kind of joke. I mean, Sam wouldn't leave me standing here on the docks. I'll be back.
I turned the boat around and we're headed back to the harbor. But the compass is missing from the box on the deck.
Missing?
I cannot get us safely back to shore without the compass. What did you do with it, Ivy?
Oh, you mean this little old thing?
Give it to me.
Are you telling me that without this, you can't get home to your precious Grace?
I could navigate by the stars, but there's a fog rolling in and some cloud cover. So give me the compass.
I'll make you a trade. The compass. For one night of love.
That's not even up for discussion. Now give me the compass.
What would you say if I, accidentally lost the compass out the porthole?
I've been praying for him to wake up, Miguel. But the more I think about it, the more sure I am that he's going to hate me when he does.
No, he won't. He wanted to save your life, Whitney. You know, and after he got buried under all that stuff, he probably didn't know whether you're all right or not. Believe me, he's going to want to see your face before anyone else's.
I hope you're right.
Whitney. Okay, Abby. Stop kidding around.
Who says I'm kidding?
Look, it's dark, the fog is getting thicker, and I'm tired of your games. Now give me the compass.
I'll give you the compass for one night of love. And just to make sure that Grace doesn't interrupt us, I've already tossed your cell phone over there.
You know, I can't believe how irresponsible you are. You know, tossing my cell phone is bad enough. But if you toss that compass, we are in real trouble. We could be lost out at sea for days, and there's a storm coming in. Do not leave us unprotected.
I don't care. We're lost at sea. At least we'll be together.
You know what? We could be alone together for a year, and I wouldn't make love to you. Don't you get it through your head? I don't want you! You... Do you realize what you just did? You could have just signed our death warrant.
No. This administration won't do a thing for us. We'll have to wait till November, when the Republicans are back in power.
Bad news?
Yes, I'm sorry, but I talked to my man in Washington. He said his hands are tied.
That's exactly the same message I got.
You mean I'm stuck, that I gotta take this job?
You're stuck.
I'm sorry, Sheridan, but I will not give up.
Well, if we're stuck with this nightmare situation, then I have a few ground rules.
Oh, yeah, well, so do I. Yeah, you two obviously have some problems. You can work them out, all right? I'm out here. Miss Crane, officer.
Julian, did you rectify the situation?
There's nothing I could do, Father. Luis is now officially Sheridan's bodyguard.
This isn't good, Julian. Someone's going to be hurt. Very badly.
doesn't love me. I'll never feel his arms around me. I'll never hear him say he loves me. I can't go on. I can't. I want to die.